Shalom, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us his truth, peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful like Akim, teaching and preaching his truth with all righteousness and sincerity. This is Yahweh Sab, and today's lesson is entitled The Folly and Vanity of Proud Women. And Lord willing, you be edified through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, the true names of the Heavenly Father and his only begotten Son. And as always, the sit-downs, the lessons, the street speaking, it's for the remnant, the elect, the Israel, the Most High, and to use the gospel preached. So, got this recent video that happened in Chicago of this woman just completely going out of her mind. And with this system, it promotes this rebellious behavior in women. All right. In this society, as it says in the prophecies, a woman shall compass a man. A woman is in a higher position than a man. And it's by way of the different, assistant programs, the different incentives and benefits that has been given to women that produce this proud spirit, all right? And that proud spirit produces folly and vanity, and we're going to witness it here in this video I have displayed. And then I'm going to go into Isaiah, the 3rd chapter, and Lord willing, be edifying. Tune in.
An argument between a couple led to this wild scene at a Chicago area gas station. Forest Park, Illinois police tell Inside Edition Digital 31-year-old Kendra Nance had been arguing with her boyfriend inside this truck. They pulled into a gas station because they were having car trouble. Some customers stepped in, and that's when Nance began yelling at them too. Someone threw something at Nance's truck. At that point, her boyfriend got out of the vehicle. That's when she hopped into the driver's seat and kept arguing with the other customers. Nance then drove her truck right into the vehicle of the person with whom she was arguing, dragging her boyfriend along the way, speeding off and flipping the truck over barely a block away. She got right out. Through all of this, Nance's boyfriend was still arguing at the gas station. Both tried running away. Cops caught up with them. The pair was taken to the hospital. Neither reported any injuries. Now they both have more than just minor car issues. Police arrested Nance. She was hit with several charges, including 2 counts of aggravated assault and not having a valid driver's license.
All right. So as you see, just completely out of control, rebellion, no regard to bystanders. It could have been children out there, it could have been elderly people out there, and there was a gas station, at it there. I mean, she could have hit a pump, an explosion could have happened. All right, but you leave it up to the nigga woman. All right, she's gonna do whatever she feels is necessary while she's in her emotions. All right, and although this was one video, this is the behavior in a lot of so-called the BW, all right, the B-dubs as we commonly say, this proud rebellion, I don't care who's around, I don't care, the consequences, the Lord is going to check all this behavior, all right, and this sheep, man, straight demon with a wig on. So here in Isaiah, the 3rd chapter, all right, the Lord was bringing judgment. All right, you had things that were happening, and it was rebellion. The leadership wasn't judging correctly. The Lord was taking away, the food, the stay, the comfort, so on and so forth. And then you had women just completely off the hook. Okay, and I will actually start from the 13th verse and read on down. It's Isaiah chapter 3, verse 13. It's entitled, The Most High Will Judge. And that's the time that we're coming into great judgment. It says, Yahweh standeth up to plead. When you go into this word plead, it's shapat, which means judge. All right. Oh, well, Salakia, misspoke. This word plead goes back to rayab, which is to contend. All right. Basically to fight against. The Lord fights against us through judgment. It says, and stand to judge the people. It says, Yahweh will enter into judgment with the ancients of his people and the princes thereof, for ye have eaten up the vineyard the spoil of the poor is in your houses. Yeah, because the wicked leadership, they was, benefiting off of Jake financially, robbing them, right? It says, what mean ye that ye beat my people to pieces and grind the faces of the poor, saith Yahweh of hosts. And even our people, people that's in position, they oppress our own people, right? Then verse 16 says, moreover, Yahweh said, because of the daughters of Zion are haughty, and through the rebellion and through the poor leadership and wickedness going on, you have um, women being out of order. You know, when the leadership is out of order and they're allowing certain things, then the women is gonna have this spirit of being haughty. All right, and that's why we see stuff like this going on. It's because of the leadership. All right, with Esau in the position of power. All right, the so-called black woman can do no wrong. All right, there's no judgment. Yeah, she gonna go to jail, but she gonna be right back out doing the same wickedness. It says, moreover, Yahweh saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go and making a twinkling with their feet. Go to the mall. Go to the mall on a weekend. You will see Israelite women doing this. They walking proud like they shit don't stink. They got wonton eyes. They can be with a man. They can be with their husband. And then they looking around. They got wandering eyes, undisciplined eyes. They looking at you. They looking you up and down. It says walking and missing as they go, making a twinkling with their feet. Different ankle jewels, sandals. And they did this in the ancient world to get attention. All right. They do that today to accomplish the same thing. It says, therefore Yahweh will smite the scab, the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion. That was judgment, one of the judgments that the Lord has pronounced against the southern kingdom. Now Isaiah, he was on the scene during the time of the kings, and he was King Hezekiah, spiritual advisor, right? And this was during the time of the southern kingdom. Now, the northern kingdom, women, from my experience, from dealing with them, they also be having hair problems as well. Just because, most of them got the long hair, a lot of them be bald under, all that long hair. They be having bald spots, their edges be snatched out, all right? But mostly this has affected the southern kingdom. It says, and Yahweh will discover their secret parts. Now, interesting thing, when you go into this word secret parts, the Hebrew word there is path. It says secret parts. When you go to the Strong's definitions, it says female pudenda, and that's the vagina. All right. I'm not sure if you can see it on your end, but there's a screen that pops up that give a definition when you hard select a word, and it says a person's, but Esau has everything upside down. But it should say a woman's external genitals, especially a woman's. All right, so the vagina, and that's what we see today. You see the camel toe, and as of late on Instagram, I've been noticing women actually, they have like a see-through skirt on, and then they whole lips be showing. All right, and that's just completely out of order, and that's rebellion. Our women were covered up from head to toe. All right, they wore veils and everything. But now, all right, the Lord has it to where these women are bald headed. That's why they have to get the lace fronts. That's why they have to get the weave with the wigs and the sew-in, so on and so forth, because the Lord has had it to where they don't have the long hair like they did, and they out here showing their body parts. It says, in that day, the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet and their coals and their round tires like the moon. These are all what it's going to go into in these verses here, is these different accessories that women use to beautify themselves. All right, just like you see today, they wear the bracelets, the rings, You know, they got the nose jewels, they got, different accessories to enhance their beauty. And there's no new thing under the sun. So when we see women doing today, they was doing it in the ancient world. It says the chains, the bracelets, the mufflers, the bonnets, bonnet gang, these women out here with the bonnets on. It says the ornaments of the legs and the headbands and the tablets and the earrings, the rings and nose jewels. And in the ancient world, they were wearing real gold, real silver, precious stones, so on and so forth. Now today, all that's diminished. All they doing is going to the beauty salon and they getting jewelry from there, or they going on the online boutiques and getting replica stuff. All right, all fake jewelry. It's just the vibration of women having these precious things is just diminished. It says the changeable suits of apparel, all these different outfits, and the mantles and the wimples and the crisping pins, the different, things that they use to, straighten their hair straighteners, the glasses. We wore glasses in the ancient world, and fine linen, the hoods and the veils. All that was taken away. It says, and it shall come to pass, instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink. And, due to the diet, due to, women dealing with multiple men and having their DNA in them, it causes a particular smell down there, all right? It says, and instead of girdle, rent. So instead of having a nice body, women is now predominantly overweight. All right, and a lot of them push the vibration. I'm thick, I'm curvy. We have petite women. I mean, the Lord has balance, but it wasn't like how it is now with just, so many women that's, overweight. We had women that was slim, trim, nice bodies, thin, because that goes into just feminine and soft, but, men do have different options and preferences. It says instead of well set hair, baldness, well set hair, good hair. You know, they went from having good, long, luxurious hair, thick, nice grade, to baldness. They ain't got none up there. And this woman clearly has a long ass weave on, look like a damn mantle, a cape, you know. And I bet you she ain't got no hair up under all that. It says, and instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth and burning instead of beauty. Yeah, the beauty of our women changed. We had the most beautiful women of the Southern Kingdom, but now that's changed. And it's partly due to the diet. You're sitting up eating shrimp, crab, lobster, and pork. All these different abominations: duck, squid, calamari. You got dark spots on your face, your neck, got wrinkles, it got skin tags. Your teeth falling out your mouth because you smoke cigarettes. Your gums is black. Your teeth is brown. The Lord changed all that. It says, thy men shall fall by the sword and thy mighty men in the war. So the men that these women go after, the Pookies, the Ray Rays, the Thuggos, these street guys, they all gonna get put down. They all gonna get destroyed. Her gate shall lament, her leadership is gonna lament and mourn. She being desolate shall sit upon the ground. So the folly and vanity of women produces judgment. All right. And the Lord taking away certain things. And that's what's going to happen, man. When Esau, transitioned to his new financial system, we often speak about the Fed now, the unicoin, transitioning this current monetary system to a digital one. In order to get on board with the new stuff, you're going to have to sell out. And what Esau's going to do to convince you to get on board to the new system is he's going to take away all these different benefits from you, which is really the Lord doing it. The Lord is going to take away, the ability for you to beautify yourself, to go out and shop, go out and buy all these different accessories and beautify yourself, the rings and the nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel. All right. You being able to go and get your hair done and your nails done, so on and so forth. All right. Esau's going to take away all that, because if you're not down with this new financial system, and let me pull it up real quick. CNBC, it says long awaited Fed digital payment system to launch in July. And then that's the software. And then it's going to segue to the hardware, which is the MOTB, this implantable technology that's going to go on your hand. All right. As you see here, a rise in trend in the future of work. So that's their goal. All right. So in order for Esau to get the people down with this new agenda, he's going to be taking away certain things. And a lot of you women that's been full of folly and vanity and producing that spirit of pride, all that stuff is going to be taken from you. All right. And all the men that you love and you fall after, they all going to be getting put down, you know, and you're going to be asked out sitting on the ground. And then it segues into Isaiah 4:1. When all this judgment is being brought down, all your lifestyles being taken away, the government assistance programs, all the benefits. You're seeing a lot of death out here. Thy man shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty men in the wars. You know, your man is getting shipped off to the Middle East to fight in this World War III. You know, your whole life is changing. You know, there's going to be a particular reproach for women. You know, it's going to be off the hook. A lot of men is going to be enacting vengeance on these women. Then Isaiah 4:1 is going to take place. It says, in that day, the day when all hell's breaking loose, 7 women, a complete amount of women, shall take hold of one man. So it's going to be groups of women coming to a man. And this is a man of the Lord, because a man of the Lord is going to be his gold. All right. A man of the Lord is going to be where the hedge of protection is. It's going to be where the resources at. It's going to be where, you know, there's comfort and safety and food and warmth and protection. In that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread. Why? One man? Because a lot of these men out here is going to be put to death. Right? It says we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Basically, these women will be getting in order. All right? And it's not going to be women like this. These type of women is going to be getting judged out here and left to sit on the ground mourning. Now you do have women that's of the elect, which we don't even, you know, they're in the background. They're not in the forefront. They playing their position. And when the time right, if you don't have a man, the Lord is going to send you a man. All right, the Lord is the ultimate matchmaker. Just wait. Continue to produce the works. He'll look out for you. But, you know, these is women of the Lord, you know, righteous women. It says, in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. And these 7 women isn't family members. There was a bug out that came out and said how, you know, these 7 women, that's your mom, your grandma, your sister, your, you know, cousins, and so on and so forth. No, these is women that's going to take on the name of the man that they're, you know, approaching, you know, which is going into marriage. It says to take away our reproach. You know, it's going to be a heavy reproach for women. All right. And like I was mentioning on this video, you know, they call it the baby mama terrorists. You have a lot of women that's in this energy right here. They're brawling, they're clamorous, they don't stop running their mouth. All right, they puff at men, they ball their fists up and want to fight. They loud, they obnoxious, they completely out of order, there's no shame. A lot of women is like this, man. All right, this is just caught on video, you know. It says, in that day shall the branch of Yahweh be bountiful and glorious, and the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and comely from them that escaped of Israel. So the Lord is going to beautify the elect. And it shall come to pass that he that is left in Zion and he that remaineth in Jerusalem, the elect, the remnant, shall be called holy, even every one that is written among the living in Jerusalem. When Yahweh shall wash away the filth of the daughters of Zion. How is this filth going to be washed away? How is this folly and vanity and haughtiness and pride going to be washed away from women? Because Um, we talk about famine, we talk about pestilence, we talk about the love of many waxing cold, we talk about Esau, Edom coming down with great wrath. We go into all these various sad perils, the different things that's going to happen in the end times. But with women having pride, they're really not going to take heed unto it unless it's actually affecting them. So what the Lord is going to do to wash away the filthiness of the daughters of Zion, he's going to bring that pressure to them, straight to their face. Isaiah 4, what is it? In 4, when Yahweh shall wash away the filth of the daughters of Zion and purge the blood of Jerusalem in the midst thereof by the spirit of judgment. The filth of the daughters of Zion is going to be washed away by the spirit of judgment and by the spirit of burning. Okay? These women got to get judged. They got to get judged. All right? That's why in the ancient world, when women committed adultery and they did these particular acts, there was public stonings. You know, so everybody can see, and that fear will be produced in Israel to put away evil from Israel. You always read that in the scripts, you know. But I'm gonna play this video again real quick. Give me a second.
An argument between a couple led to this wild scene at a Chicago area gas station. Forest Park, Illinois police tell Inside Edition Digital 31-year-old Kendra Nance had been arguing with her boyfriend inside this truck. They pulled into a gas station because they were having car trouble. Some customers stepped in, and that's when Nance began yelling at them too. Someone threw something at Nance's truck. At that point, her boyfriend got out of the vehicle. That's when she hopped into the driver's seat and kept arguing with the other customers. Nance then drove her truck right into the vehicle of the person with whom she was arguing, dragging her boyfriend along the way, speeding off and flipping the truck over barely a block away. She got right out.
Straight demon. Straight demon. And as I was mentioning earlier, through the spirit, you got a lot of women that's in this energy right here, man. They don't care if their kids is right there. They don't care if they're in Walmart. They don't care if they're in the Target parking lot. They don't care if they're at the grocery store. All right, they just off the hook, and the Lord is going to check that. So I'm going to leave it at that. Lord willing, you are edified through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. I want to give double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us truth. Shabbat Shalom. Stay strong.